Does this work? I really should get like a Bluetooth microphone. No, don't bite it, Solvi.
You do not bite the microphone.
Woo! Oh, hello. Join me while I wash my apples and talk to you at the same time. Have you ever done a room that turned out exactly how you had envisioned it, except there was just one thing that you just couldn't finish in time? And then you tell yourself, well, I will do that soon. And you just know that those last words are a lie. Did you? Because I know I have. Let me show you. Hi Aska. Ja. Heb je zelf wat te vertellen? This is my sewing studio and I'm so happy with it. I did everything myself, from wallpapering, painting, building my own sewing desk, to even sanding and staining the floors. I've put all my love in it to create something worthy of creating in. This room is my safe haven, and I love how it's looking. Except for my non-functioning fireplace, and particularly this. It's messy, I don't really want to look at it, and it's covered with stains from the floor stain. Stains. The plan. The fireplace itself is very white, so I want to paint it in a little bit of a warmer tint. Then I would like to cover it with some folk art inspired patterns, and lastly I want to add a shelf so I can organize and make it look a bit more cozy. I unintentionally use this as a storage space filled with stuff where my brain goes like, I can turn this into something cute. And then it just lays there forever because I have too much to do. Like, I've had these cats for about 7 years now. It really felt good to finally release this space of everything. And I even vacuumed and prepped the surface for painting. That's how much I wanted to do this. Before painting, I figured I would need to create a template for the shelf first. And let me tell you, cutting this cardboard was trying to cut metal. I swear, it was rough and tough, and I struggled the entire time. Luckily, Aska came in to help me out. He's very good at things like this. I would have absolutely been utterly lost if it weren't for him. You can tell, he has experience. Time for a beat because we have to do some painting. Cats did the inspection, helped me with prepping the floor, and since watching me paint isn't the most exciting thing, let's just continue with watching the cat shenanigans. It's good to be supervised. And now for the most satisfying part. Yes, be gone, stains, be gone! we interrupt this painting sessions for some adorable cat snoring. Ah, look at this. So fresh. I thought one layer would be enough, but no. There were some spots that didn't take. Instead of giving the whole thing another layer, I decided to just paint over the spots. Which was actually kind of fun, because it felt like a hidden object game. But with unpainted spots? Do you get it? No? That's okay. I'm okay. I had fun, okay? I had fun. Never mind. Breaking news. Cat Solvy states he's absolutely not stuck in the apple tree. You can definitely tell he knows absolutely what he's doing and does not require any help. Very gracious, very cat. Perfection. With the paint drying, it was time to glue together some planks for the shelf. And that's when I realized glue needs to dry. Paint also needs to dry. So what could I do in the meantime? I remembered that I have an entire box of stuff that I wanted to fix up at some point. I edged. I sanded. And gave it a new paint job. Until the problem that had been chasing me caught up with me again. So outside I went to find Chaos Solvy causing absolute havoc. It is a new day, and to be honest, I'm a little bit tired. I've just seriously spent 45 minutes laying on bed with Aska curled up next to me, just doing nothing. And when I finally thought, okay, I'm going to be active, I'm going to do it, we're gonna do something productive, I went downstairs and I went to the bathroom and I just saw Solvi hanging out on a pile of clothes on the bathroom floor. And I thought, okay, I guess that's what we're doing now for at least 15 minutes. But I've arrived, we're here, and this fireplace isn't going to decorate itself. So let's just continue with what we're doing, and the next step is painting or stamping. I'm not painting. I don't know how to paint. I can stencil, stamp things on there. That was a lie. I needed to hang up my beloved art piece of my 2 cats in the Netherlands first. These are Guapa and Signor Bob. They live at my parents' house and I miss them dearly. I thought drilling into the fireplace would be extremely difficult, but was actually extremely easy, even if my face says otherwise. Look at my sleepy babies. Oh, my clean sleepy babies. I selected the stencils that I wanted to use and went on with it. And for the person that suggested stencil brushes, thank you. Big difference. Huge difference. I didn't really have a plan on where I was gonna put these decorations. I'm more of a go with the flow kind of person. So I decided to use different parts of the big stencil instead of using it as a whole. Let's take a little break from stenciling to listen to how I talk to my cats without noticing the cameras rolling.
Hey! Je zit helemaal onder. Je zit helemaal onder. Ja. En nu? En nu knappe vent.
Beautiful. The artwork of the cats needed to stay the centerpiece, so I didn't want to put too much around it. As you can see by the light, it's a bit later in the evening, and that's because I wanted this to dry before I could continue. So I picked up Mark from work and I run some errands and all of that, and yeah, this kind of feels, not kinda, it feels dry. So what I want to do under the fox is add this part, but the problem is, as you can see, I cannot lay it flat because the border is way too thick, so I think I might need to cut it. The stenciling has been going pretty great so far, but I am potentially going to F it up at the last minute, and let me show you why. What I want is to have this centerpiece right here. But as you can see, the problem is that this is of course rounded, so I'm a little bit scared that if I will stamp this and it's not completely flat, like I can't put the piece on completely flat, yeah, it's not going to be good. But I'm going to try it anyway, because, you know, I can paint this over again, all will be well. Moment of truth. Okay. Okay, it's not perfect, but I can work with that. I can clean that up. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Yay! This is not how you dress while working in a shed. That's better. I have my cutout here, and all I need to do is put it on there, draw lines, and saw. Yes. My brain works. Apparently tracing a cutout carton is as bad as cutting one. After confirming that it does indeed fit, I could sand and stain the shelf. Aska. Yeah. I was working on the shelf in the fireplace, and after staining it, I figured I need a way on how I can actually hang it up. So I thought about maybe doing brackets, but you also have this thing, I think it's called dowels, and you can kind of sort of put them in the wall and place the shelf on top of it, and then you don't really see anything, like no brackets or stuff on how it's hung up. So I guess we're going to the hardware store. I'm back and I have the plugs. They're called wooden plugs. I have bought bigger ones and a little bit smaller ones because I wasn't sure if I had a drill big enough for these, and I don't think I have, so it was smart to get the smaller ones. And yeah, now we should prepare the shelf itself so we can use these babies. So this is me thinking I do not need a guideline, but yeah, there is absolutely nothing straight about this. So it's fine. We're not going for perfection. We're going for functionality, I guess. Slightly better. While the varnish was drying, I fixed up the stencil decorations a bit. And then it was time to drill holes for the shelf, which I did very gracefully, if I say so myself. For the people that are a pro at doing stuff like this, I'm so sorry. I just do. You're probably absolutely horrified by just looking at this. This is the plate that covered the whole of the fireplace, and my first thought was that I was going to replace it with plywood, But then I looked at the budget and I looked at the price of the plywood, and it wasn't as cheap as I hoped it would be. So I guess we're going to try and reuse this thing. The only problem is the hole that my cats still try to stick their heads through every time I place it, so we need to cover it up. And I still do have some clay. It is the clay that dries from air, from my countless tries of several hobbies, because I cannot stop finding hobbies and trying out everything. I'm going to try to cover it up with that and then a fresh bit of paint on it, and we'll see if that works. Trying to knead this is using all my power. I guess I'm just very weak in my hands. I should have thought of some more tools for this. Is there something I can spread it out with, maybe? Pencil sort of works. Was this a smart idea? I don't know. It's not exactly pretty, but it might do the job. I've no idea how long it takes for this to dry, actually. 24 hours? Well, I guess we're waiting then. Alright, it has been 24 hours and now the big question is, will the clay be sticking or not? It feels dry. Moment of truth. Well, that's positive. It ain't pretty, but it will work. Woo! I am, before I'm going to paint the other side, going to tape up the ends, just to be sure. You never know. You never know if it will collapse. Most secure thing ever. Let's paint this baby. I keep getting startled by my own reflection, and every time I see it, I'm like, who's there? Please don't look at me while I'm recording. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. This floor has some random spots of paint everywhere, and let's just say Mark is not the guilty one here. Okay, I installed the plate, and as you can see, it doesn't sit flat on the top. So what I'm going to do is put in some screws, and hopefully that will resolve this problem. I tried flattening it out with a piece of wood, accepted that a hammer was a better tool, marked where the holes needed to go, drilled the plate, drilled the fireplace, and hung up the plate. Hey. Looking pretty good. I almost forgot about the little side project, so I painted some details, and then it was time to decorate. I am so pleased with how it turned out. I was a bit unsure about the blue first because I thought it would be a little bit too intense with the rest of the room, but it turned out absolutely perfect, and I am extremely happy that this is now done. What I would do differently next time is how I hang up the shelf, because it is kind of wobbly underneath here. It is sturdy, but yeah, if you look under it, it doesn't look pretty. So yeah, I would definitely watch some more YouTube videos on how to properly do this. But apart from that, absolutely happy. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of the end result. And I hope to see you in the next video as well. Mark, I stole your new sweater for this shot. I'm sorry.
Mijn kleine baby. Mijn kleine baby.
My brain works.